Lately I've been getting so many clients who are complaining of thumb, wrist, elbow, shoulder, neck, and jaw pain. And so much of it is coming from too much time on the phones. We are not built to be doing this so many hours a day, and even just on the computer for Zoom and all of that. So I wanted to share a few tips on how to help with some of those issues. So the first one we're going to focus on today is people who are dealing with carpal tunnel symptoms and or de Quervain's tenosynovitis, which is basically pain in your thumb here. So we have what's called a retinaculum. If you could picture, it's like a bracelet of thick fascia. You can think of Wonder Woman where she had her bracelets on there. We have these thick bracelets on either wrist that kind of hold together the tendons of the forearm muscles, forearm, hand, and finger muscles. And what we want is there to be a nice glide between that bracelet and the tendons underneath. Sometimes those things get kind of glued together, if you will. So this is a technique to try to unglue them, okay? So you can either use your opposite hand to stabilize that bracelet, or you can use a ball. Both are good. Just go with whatever feels better for you. If you're someone who's got carpal tunnel in both hands, then I recommend using the ball instead so that you're not involving the second hand as much. So ideally you'll rest your elbow on a surface. I'm not, just so that you can see what I'm doing properly, but it's much better for you to be resting your elbow on a surface. Imagine that this bracelet is like a square, so it's got a front, a back, a right, and a left side. We're gonna do each of those sides individually. So I'm gonna start by using my hand. So with your hand, either with your palm or with your fingers, it's like you're trying to get on that bracelet and bring it toward your elbow. And then I'm gonna bring my hand in the opposite direction. So actively, I'm going to extend my fingers long and wide and reach the hand in the opposite direction. My stabilizing hand is not allowing that bracelet to follow, and you'll feel a good stretch in there. And you do that a few times. So you reach the fingers long and wide, extend back, and with my hand, I'm just not allowing the bracelet to follow the action of my hand and fingers. So you can do that 3 to 5 times. And then we do the opposite side. So you're going to have your hand on the back side. Again, I'm drawing that bracelet down towards my elbow. This time I'm going to curl my fingers and make like a fist and angle the hand away from the stabilizing hand and release. If I was doing it with a ball, same thing, but I use the pressure from the ball. Now the way my hands are right now is not ideal. It's just so you can see it on camera, but I would do it this way with my elbow supported if I was doing it for real with a ball, but you wouldn't be able to see that. So fist and reach away. And you can always add on that when you get to the bottom, do a little wiggle side to side so that you get those fibers that are not just linear, and release. Now we're gonna do the outside edge, the pinky edge. So again, with my hand, with my fingers or with my palm, I draw those tissues down towards my elbow, and then I'm going to reach towards the thumb side. So that you guys can see it, I'm gonna reach towards the thumb side. For you, again, stabilize your elbow and have your hand in a direction that feels more natural. You wouldn't have it palm facing you like I'm doing now. I'm just doing this so that you can see what I'm doing. And then lastly, we're gonna do the thumb side. So you can use your thumb, fingers, or palm, and I'm going to send the hand in the opposite direction towards the pinky. So always you're drawing that so-called bracelet towards your elbow as you reach your hand and fingers in the exact opposite direction. And then compare, how do the two sides feel? Typically you feel a lot lighter in that hand that you've just done, and then you would always do both sides. I hope that works for you.